There are 4 types of transaction that can give rise to different types of expenses. So there are 4 types of expenses. One is cash expense. Organization receive a product or service that will be used up or consumed within a year. Debit expense. And the organization pays cash. Credit cash. Cash decrease. The second type of transaction is where the organization receives the product or service that will be consumed or used up within a year. Debit expense. But the cash will be paid in the future. So we credit accrued liability. An example of an accrued liability is accounts payable. The third type of transaction is where the product or the service was received but will be consumed in the future, and cash was paid now in this period. So we credit cash. Cash was paid in this period, and we debit prepaid expense. And prepaid expense is a product or service that was received but will be consumed in the future. It will be consumed in the future. Therefore, it is an asset. Belongs to the asset category. Prepaid expense is an account name under the asset category. Debit, prepaid expense, and credit cash. So we are in this period. Let's say we are now in the next reporting period. Then that prepaid expense will be consumed, will be used up. That product or service will be used up in the next reporting period. So if we are in the next reporting period, our asset, prepaid expense, will decrease now. We credit prepaid expense and we debit expense. If it is insurance, prepaid insurance expense, which is an asset, will decrease, and insurance expense will increase with debit. That is the third type of transaction relating to expenses. Fourth type of transactions relating to expense is notional expense. An example is a warranty expense. When a product or service is being sold, and if the organization provides a warranty, that is to make up for any defects, there will be an expense. So we debit expense for that period. Maybe the customer has not come yet to rectify the defect, but we have provided for it based on the past history of these products and services. It's an estimate. We have not used up cash, so we credit a liability because the cash will be used up in the future. So we debit expense and credit provisions, provision for warranty, and debit warranty expense. Let's assume that we are in the next reporting period and the customer has come to repair the defect of the product or the service, and cash was used up for that repair. Then the cash will decrease. We credit cash, and the liability or the provision will now decrease because that has been used up. So we credit cash and debit provisions.